Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 11 on Project Jireh, Asebu. Right. So my first time going to Asebu, it was quite a journey for me because even though I've been traveling along that road, I schooled at Takrade Polytechnic. Yamaransa, it's something that I've always viewed with my eyes. I've never stepped foot there until I have got an opportunity now to step foot at Yamaransa and branch all the way to Asebu. It's a nice community. If you want to buy a land, please contact Select Estate. Select Estate comes away from the Kasua Winneba Road, okay, and they have serene green environment, beautiful landscaping, roads demarcated. No issue, no court injunction. Contact Select Estate now and get a plot of land before it's too late. I keep telling you, get it now before it's too late. All right. So in the last episode, we made an attempt to extend the ceiling joint up just so we can achieve that one block at the top there. That one block can compensate for the screed, the tiling, and then some portion for the roof work, just so that we can have an appreciable floor to ceiling height when everything is done. And so the team is also going to be very discreet about the ceiling works. Need to be adjusted properly because we don't have an appreciable floor to ceiling height. So this time around, after we treated the wood trusses, our second goal was to make sure that the floor to ceiling height is something that we cannot, just let go. Yes, I cannot just let go because it will be a shame on me to finish everything and then you have to bend down before you go to the room. It's inappropriate. So just do it the right way. And so we've been able to do that. We have to go back and forth, check the trusses, the thick one, the 2x6, where it support, where it's coming from. We need to check all of that, and then we decided to extend the ceiling joint, which is a 2x2. We're just shifting it upwards, and so we've been able to achieve that. And now everything is looking great. It's looking great. So pretty soon the team will be coming here for the plastering works. Okay, yes. So far, we've done a lot. We've done a lot of modifications. We're bringing life to the property, and it's looking good. We must commend the team for a good effort. We have to go back and forth, check the structural integrity, check this one, and because there were no beams in the slab and here and there are so many things we wanted to do, but we had to reconsider. You understand? Yes. Columns are not running through from the foundation because I know for a story building, this is a replica of what is in the ground floor. So all the columns in the ground floor should run all the way through to the first floor, all the way to the roof. And those rods you're supposed to hold the trusses, firmly. All the rods shooting upwards. But we don't have something like that. Are you with me? So we decided to consider so many factors and then use our own ingenuity to be able to come to this particular level as you see right now. So far so good. The carpenter did very well for us to achieve that one block at the top. Okay, yes, it was necessary. So this time I have arrived in Ghana in the month of October. I think I got to Ghana on the 1st of October, until 3 to 4 days later, I think I was at the site, okay, to do our inspection, just so before the client arrives. So I was there to take my measurement, check everything the masons have done so far. That's Mr. Adom. Mr. Adom, the plumber. I brought everybody on board. I wanted everybody to be there to check, double check. I brought IT personnels. Mr. Hammond is right there, and the mason foreman, Mr. Dade, is also available. And that is a carpenter that works on the roof trusses. Okay, Brother Sami. Okay, Samuel Edu. He's doing so wonderfully well. He did a wonderful job. And that is IT for Ethernet cabling, CCTV. Okay, Mr. Gideon, he's doing a wonderful job. That is his co-assistants over there. And to his left is Mr. Adom for aluminum glass profiling. Okay, he's doing wonderful, wonderful. So here I was inspecting the plastering works, all the work that have been done so far, because everything was done in my absence. So here I was guiding the IT personnel to find out if he has placed the socket for RJ45 for the televisions on both sides. And here I was inspecting the bathroom to see if everything was done. Okay, plumbing, everything positioned accordingly. And it was made rough, floor to ceiling. So the client is going to do the tiling from floor to ceiling. But apparently when she arrived, she wanted to do it halfway through. Here I was questioning the thickness of the plastering because I realized they have to take a gauge. I wanted it to flush with the beam. But then because of the gauge they were taking from the rooms, some areas will not flash properly. It will protrude. That's the generator we bought for the project. It's 11,000 watts. Yes, it's a good brand. Okay. And here we were inspecting the plastering. We wanted to make sure if everything was straight. Okay, we are checking everything. Okay, making sure if everything was straight, there was no gap in between. I think there was just a minor one. Okay, we were just trying to make sure that at least we bring everything to about 0.0001. Yes, the plastering should be linear. It helps a lot. You understand? That's why when it comes to plastering, I don't want to rush the team. I want them to take their time. So here I was inspecting them when I arrived. Okay, I wanted to see if everything is linear. It helps when you're laying your tiles, especially on the floor. It has to be exactly square. You understand? Yes. So we are checking it. Mr. Hammond is there. Okay, here I wanted the block work to protrude a little bit for the architrave, but they had to explain to me there's a reason why it cannot push further. Okay, because always when you lay your block work, it needs to protrude. So here I also asked the question why the mortar was thicker than the beam, and they also explained to me it was because of the gauge they were taking, because the beam roof the frame is about 8 inches. So that's Mr. Hammond. He's explaining that the gauge they took made the mortar to be made thicker than the frame, and so we can use buttons to put in those places and it will flash with the plastering. So the walls are not even. The walls are not even. Because ideally, this is an 8 inches door frame, and the block is 6 inches. So ideally, when you do your plastering, it should flash. You understand? But it is not. So air conditioning, piping work, everything is done. You can see here the thickness where the mason foreman is standing. That thickness is so huge. So from here all the way to the back. At the back, the plastering looks very thin, but in the beginning, it looks very thick. Yeah. This is underneath the staircase. We're going to have the video intercom one over here, and then right underneath the staircase is going to be the energizer for the electric fencing. Here I wanted them to cut the pipe off because I keep telling them I want everything to flash. So when you install the video intercom, I don't want to see any cable hanging underneath the video intercom. So those pipe, they told me when they are going to do the installation, they will cut those pipe off and make sure they was there. So here I was having a 2x2 with Mr. Hammond. Yeah, we were both disagreeing to agree on something. That's Madam Bridget. Okay, and we all came because from here we had to move to the other project, Mr. Yabaza's project, and we have to go and do an inspection there. Yeah, so I was telling them, hey, I want a good finish. I don't want to see any pipe there. Yes, everything for me was very necessary. You know, sometimes I'm very petty. I'm very petty. So that's Madam Bridget. That's my big sister. Yeah. So far so good. The coordination, the cooperation, everything is beautiful. We've not had any issues so far. Everything is moving steadily, smoothly. The staircase, we're going to do some adjustments. That's Ibrahim, the plumber. Okay. And here too, you can see me inspecting the distribution board. I wanted it to flush properly. I check everything. I check everything. Here too, I'm checking the door as against the plastering and the thickness all the way to the back. And you can see that it's getting thinner when it gets to the back. Yes, it's getting very thinner. So probably in this area, it will flush with the door frame, as you can see. Okay, so it's beautiful in here. Everything looks beautiful. Here, there's going to do plasterboard. Okay, on the ceiling, so all those pipes will be hidden. Yeah, they're going to do a plasterboard right over here, so everything will be hidden. So this plumbing pipe went to the first floor and all the way down because we didn't want to cut the wall. In cutting the wall, we are compromising the structure, and we don't want to do that since there's no beam in most of the places. The best thing to do is this. In fact, this is the ideal practice. The best way to do your plumbing is to bring it underneath the ceiling, not even in the wall, ideally. Yes. So 110, 220 sockets. Okay, so that's Mr. Hammond, the electrical engineer. Okay, he's so good when it comes to designing interior decor. He's really good at that. So he's helping me check everything before our client arrives. Okay, and it's very, very important. So it's good, the coordination between myself and Mr. Hammond and the entire team has been very helpful. Helps eliminate a lot of errors. Okay, yes, it helps eliminate a lot of errors. So far so good. This is where we have come, and I'll be bringing you subsequent updates. Okay, my name is Mr. Bright Antonio. I am the CEO of B&C Constructions. From me to you, shalom, peace. I'm out.